Hi Aquarius, how are you? So this is your reading for mid-November through December 2021. I already started to pre-shuffling your cards, and I always take like one card for each question that I do, and the cards are coming all in pairs. So I turn the camera on because I know you might want to see this. Let's see if still happens one more time. So I don't pick my cards, they jump. It's just the way that I work. Okay. Getting over the past, or you will be. Just clarify this card. So you appear in your reading. Okay. Sudden change. You appear in your reading as the Knight of Swords. I love this for you because it's air energy. So you are in your element, even though you're connected to the Death card. So this may be stuff that is lingering from Scorpio season. So emotional stuff lingering from Scorpio season and from this eclipse, partial moon eclipse in Taurus and full moon in Taurus. You know, a lot of people went into very deep emotional cleansing states, and some people were really feeling really beaten up and tired, and hopefully after the eclipse it all cleared a bit, and I hope you are feeling better. I am. If you're not, just be gentle with yourself and rest. Listen to your body. Your body is the best teacher you can have. Okay, let's just keep shuffling to shuffle one more row. Wow, put some reverser. Okay. Just one more. One more. Okay, good. And yeah. I was meditating on your cards, and while I was pre-shuffling and not recording it, this was Four of Swords kept appearing. Okay, lovely Aquarius. If you're still there, if I'm not bothering you with all this shuffling. Good. So the situation that universe wants to talk about with you, it's a love situation. So before talking about romantic love, instead of turning this into a love reading for everyone, let's read it as an aspect of the self. Two of Cups as a self-love card talks to me about acceptance. When you totally accept who you are, the good bits and the bad bits, you go beyond good and bad. You understand there is no right or wrong, just your unique essence that you must honor. So this is just beautiful words you can turn into poetry or to Instagram memes, whatever. It only matters if you live it, if you truly feel it and you can act from it. Otherwise, it's nothing. It's just words. The Magician. Can you work with all the elements at your disposal? Air, water. Let's start with the least end so you can understand my thoughts here. Earth, water, fire, and air. You go from the gross to the sublime. When you learn how to master this within you, it reflects outside you. So when you master taking care of your body, when you master taking care of your emotions, when your actions reflect your emotions and respect your body, then you might have a clear mind, which means that your mind is not attached to the future, always living in the future with anxiety. That's one of the symptoms. Your mind is no longer attached to the past. You're not longing and lingering of what has already passed. And also your mind is not sorry, I just lost my own thread because my mind is a million places. See, when you made all this clear, you get lighter in a way that you get to transcend the circumstances. That means regardless whatever is happening in your life, you can keep yourself in a graceful situation, a graceful action instead of reaction. So this will be from, I think it's beautiful situation. You're being asked to love yourself so you can love others better, and maybe you see yourself with such gentle eyes that empower you, but not in a way that you have to be better than others, but in a way that you get to see what is also better in others. No power struggle here, no need of comparison, no envy. How beautiful, Aquarius. I'm happy for you. It's a beautiful environment to work from. And you're very protected and guided by the Magician, you see? The Magician is like the sorcerer. He masters all the elements. Is the first card of, so initiates. It doesn't initiate because before that we have the 0 card, that is the Fool. But after the Fool is the manifestation, because the Fool is just like the, I'm gonna do this, and then the Magician is, oh fuck, I'm doing this, it's the materialization of the leap of faith, the quantic jump that the Fool took. And it's very beautiful because it's that stage where stuff is still like becoming, manifesting, and there is this wonder where is a place where anything can happen, really. And then I will clarify, just because if this is a love reading, I don't want to take romantic love from you guys. I just feel self-love comes first. Anyways, we're always learning, and no one can be, ready for love. I will get the love of my life when I've paid all my bills, when my nails are done, when my hair is blah blah. It's not like that. When I learned Chinese, it's really not like that. I don't have to be perfect for the occasion. You already are perfect. You don't have to get it all together, because you know what? I don't think we ever get it all together. We're always improving. Let me just clarify before I proceed. And also, beautiful here, the sun is shining on top of your reading. You are working on your solar plexus or Manipura chakra. So this chakra regulates your ego, not in a negative way. You guys, if you don't know my work, I follow the tantric philosophy, non-dualist, and we believe that ego is a place, a playground for your soul to play. It's not a problem until you get obsessed with it. If you're obsessed with yourself, if you think you're better than everyone else or better than this and this, if you keep comparing, then you might have a problem, but you can always fix it and cross it. There's nothing wrong with your ego. Your ego is your identity. In your ego, you have your purpose, your self-esteem, your spontaneity, your how to translate this. Força de vontade in Portuguese. Your will force, your vitality. That's what lives in your ego, in your solar plexus. Is part of, you cannot get rid of your ego. Like, there's this sentence Alan Watts used to say that I really like. He used to say, you know what, you hippie kids, you want to get rid of your ego? That's the best ego trip you can have. Trying to get rid of your ego. I would like to see that. Yeah, it was really funny. Bless him. Bless him from all his teachings. So, am I upside down? No. Okay. So let's clarify you in this reading. Let's see. Oh, really nice. So you appear in a place where with the Emperor. I really like the Emperor for you, and it's below the Death card. Emperor, Aries energy. You might have an Aries in your life, but, and if you do, is attached to the Five of Swords, which is someone that might be, I don't see it as a, as a sneaky, see, Five of Swords is a bit of a sneaky card, but in his way I don't see it like this. I see it as someone like older than you. It can be a father figure, an uncle, I don't know how to say why I said an uncle, but maybe it's an uncle for a very specific message for some of you. I usually see a grandfather or a father in this card. Well, someone older than you, someone has lived more, and probably calling out on you, or is a very good person giving advice, calling out on you, on your on stuff that this person sees you can do better. So it's like someone sees you, so you have outgrown past of these toxic behaviors of self-sabotage, not doing enough, low self-esteem, blah 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 blah. So you have crossed this. You are no longer here, and this person sees that, and he calls you out, or he helps you, gives you advice. For some of you, the Emperor is an aspect of yourself, and connected to the Death card, it tells me that you are transforming, and the transformation is deep, is life's changing to a way that is structural. So you might be moving home, you might be changing jobs, you might be getting a divorce, for example, but that is very specific. Whatever it is that is changing here, deep, and is changing fast, because either Death or the Emperor are attached to air cards, and air is the most sublime energy, so it moves super fast. It is happening because of this self-love process. And also, where the universe is leading you is to a Tower moment. The Tower doesn't always have to be hard, doesn't always have to be like crashing on top of you. It is a sudden change or a big change, but it's a necessary change. It does involve loss. But I used to say, whatever you think you are losing in this card, you are not. You are being redirected to a better path, to a better place, to a better situation for your human development, for your soul. Maybe you only see it in the long run, maybe you cannot see it now, but it's what is necessary. Because something that was very sweet, very pure, it has expired or is outdated, and you lingered in it for so much that the universe Grand Arcana had to step in. So these Grand Arcana cards, the ones with the Roman numeric. I said numeric, I don't think that even exists in English, sorry. Let me think in Portuguese, I'm a bit tired today. Numeração romana, yeah, I don't know how to say it in English, well, but you know, I will look it up in Google Translator. These cards, these Grand Arcana cards, they are the journey of the soul. And they move from 0 to 21. And then they start again and they go back to 0. So, if you are stuck on the 15, that is, I think, the devil. I'm going to check it. If you are stuck, you just are forced to go forward. You cannot be here. Imagine if this card was reversed, stopping or containing change. It's just not possible. So the universe intervenes so you can move, so you can grow. Yeah, the devil, 15. I just have to check because, you know, my memory for stuff that are facts is just the worst. Yeah, 15, it is the devil. So there's some toxicity. I have to clarify this because this reading is getting specific and specific. If there's some toxicity that you are lingering on, for some of you, if you're connected to Aries, in any kind of relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic relationship. It can be business relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be family. It can be a relationship with yourself, with some kind of habit that you have that is not healthy for you. You kind of get attached to it and you keep doing it. If you are connected to this emperor, you are changing. You are changing the way you see this person. It's very deep. It's very emotional. And there might be some betrayal involved. It doesn't mean that you have to expand your view of stuff. Sometimes we feel betrayed and it's just the way people view us or the way people talk about us when we are not there. It doesn't mean like cheating, for example. That's just one of the examples of the behaviors people can have. So this is a very specific message. It will only resonate with some of you. I'm sorry you have to pass through this. Yeah, there's something interfering in your magic that you have to change. It just clarified. I just clarified the Magician with the Five of Wands. So there's this point of conflict. Five of Wands, it doesn't have to be arguing. It can be like a breaking point. There's stuff that needs to be cleared. There's change. This card is a change, is driven to create change, to create a decision, to create growth. It's when stuff cannot longer stay. They reach the peak and now they have to change. So this is in your environment. So also watch out for whatever you manifest into your life. For example, if you have, because the Magician with the Five of Wands, if you have the habit of saying, oh, I'm not a lucky person, you know what? I don't have any luck. Then you don't have any luck. Watch out if you manifest from a point of lack or from a point of conflict. When you have, oh, sorry, I'm just itching, I don't know why. When you have, this sweater, sorry. When you have your interests, and then in some situation, because it's this line of cards is for the situation, when you have also to think about the interests of other people, and then you have a conflict of interests. Which interests are you going to serve? Yours, or other people, or other group of people? What is the right thing to do? What is right? What is wrong? I feel you might be conflicted with some important questions. Like even some are existential, and they touch your self-esteem, your personal value, your worth. And you might have here with the Queen of Pentacles to be practical about it and to act from a place of grace. After all, it's a queen. An aspect of ourselves that it's a queen is always a giving, feminine, divine energy. It's the divine feminine, it's the Shakti. It's giving, it's nurturing. Love yourself. And don't complicate. I think the situation might ask you to keep it simple, to be grounded. Don't react in a way that is impulsive, because here, that's the situation, but you, here, yeah, you're in your element. You're calling all the shots, you're doing the thing, you're focusing, you're creating from a point of view where you have intention, you know where you're headed. But watch out if you're not moving too fast for the situation. You don't want to lose it all. Especially when you have here the Magician that tells you can have it all. But you don't want to go to the opposite, that is losing it all. Don't act from a place where you are emotionally hurt with the Death card, you know, that you are deeply transforming, and then from the outside, for the people that are around you, it might be hard for them to know how you're feeling. So complex reading, let's keep going. So this is the universe wants you to change deeply something at its core, because it has expired the value that it had in the past. And also, if it was a karmic relationship with the Six of Cups reverse, it's karmic, but it's the debt is paid. You don't owe this person, this group of people, or this situation anything, or they, or he or she, or the situation, whatever. Just apply it as it resonates for you. You're smart, you can do this. They don't owe you anything as well. Okay, this karmic debt is cleared. The concept of karma is very simple. It is not negative. That's what that's something that the West created, but from where it comes originally. In Hinduism, karma is just action and consequence. Actions that are per se good, if you want to believe there is good and bad, or right or wrong. Actions that are good create good consequences. Actions that are bad create bad consequences. It's that simple. Okay? And sometimes we have a past life, we all have past lives with this group of people that we are reincarnating again, and we play different roles, and the roles keep changing until we learn the lesson. And sometimes from these past lives we have debts, so we have to repair. Either we are giving or we have to receive, if we are receiving. blessings from this group of people that are related to previous situations in previous lifetimes, and we don't remember them, but our soul does. So we have to pay, or we have to receive. Either way, it's cleared. So the universe wants you to go to a place where you let it crumble, so you can start again, so you can move on your soul journey, and you know that is clear. So no one owes you anything, or you don't owe anything. Okay, but to get there, seven of wands reversed. You need to act in a way that is different from your what you have been previously acting. Maybe you need to stop being so defensive. Maybe you need to rest, see what happens if you don't do anything. Imagine if you are always the person that wants to say, hey, do you want to talk about the situation? Then the other people only talk because you asked them to talk first, and you created the environment where everyone could open up and you hold space. Try not to do it, to see what happens. Try to allow people to come to you, to talk to you. This is just an example that I'm giving. You know what I mean. Also, to get here to this place of change, and if you take these steps, because this is where the universe wants you to go, tower, drop it, let it go, allow the change, allow everything to fall. It's not working anyways, you're just insisting. You're not losing anything, because you cannot lose what is for you. You only lose what is not for you. Maybe it was for you in the past, but now it's not anymore. So, okay. Look inside. Take some time alone. Meditate, contemplate, sleep more, do whatever it works for you. Read some books, talk to the trees, hug some trees, dive in the ocean, practice yoga, whatever, surfing, drawing mandalas. There are many kinds of meditation you can engage in. Anything that connects you with you, so you can get the answers you need. So when this tower comes, instead of resisting it, you're actually tearing it down with the universe. You're saying, yeah, okay, I accept it. I know it's time. Don't try to resist the tower. It's not a very good idea. If you resist the tower, you just delay stuff. You are dead and done. And then they start to stink, and then it's worse. Take off your pink colored lens. If you're seeing something or someone with a pink lens, take it off. Also, if this is a very specific message for some of you, if you are not taking an opportunity, a job opportunity, a career opportunity that means an upgrade in your career status, in your finances, in your income, a better paid job, because of someone, and this is in your situation, this is what the universe wants you to do to get here to the tower, don't do it. Saying no to an ace of coins, to kind of opportunity like this, whether it's someone giving to you, whether is it you giving to yourself because you have this great idea, this epiphany, whatever, this idea that you finally decide to do. It was in your desk for a while, and then you decide to have the courage to implement it. When you receive this ace of coins, you receive the resources, the context, the money, whatever it needs for you to do it then you do it. Because this is right timing. You know, sometimes people plan and they plan and then they gather and they hoard and they whatever, so much work, so much energy, so much effort. And this, I don't know how to say it in English, wait. It's an illusion. When you think you can control life, it's totally an illusion, and it takes so much effort and energy. And then you know what? It's only gonna work if it's for you. If it's not for you, there's nothing you can do. It won't work. So when the divine intervenes, and that's why it's so important to be in contact with yourself. Because when you're in contact with yourself, you're in contact with your soul. And your soul doesn't think she knows. She knows. And from this deep inner knowing, she shows you the path. And suddenly, you get light in darkness. Oracle card. Two cards. Whoa. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. See? Hermit card. Doing whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. You appear as a death card. So you gotta die to yourself. Whoever you think you are not. And this is a process that happens and happens and happens. It's a cycle. Your soul does not give a fuck if you're an accountant or a yoga teacher or a football player. Your soul is just being you. Your soul will live on after you forever. So do you think it really matters whatever you think you are? In the short run or in the long run? So you see, the things you have to connect with, it's the stuff there, it's eternal. And that is love. That's the most powerful energy of the world. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I connect with the magician in me. Got a lot of major arcana in this reading, by the way. Very important turning points till the end of the year, which means you're doing the work, which is good, very good. Very good, Aquarius. And we need you, Aquarius people, with all your funky, weird ideas, your weird interests, the million zillion stuffs you study at the same time, also the weird tasting music. You carry the world ahead. Yeah, you push humanity forward because you guys, you look to where no one is looking and you look it first. You see it first. Sorry for my English. The magician in you will connect you always to consciousness because he is the link in between worlds. Is an aspect of you that is not quite material yet. But here, with the tower, it gets material. So what aspects of your material world do not match your level of consciousness? They have to go. karmic debt paid off. Everyone has done their duty that they assigned for before coming into this world. It is done. Don't try to linger on it, because you're just blocking you and the other person, or the other people, or the situation, or everything. Okay? Another oracle from the universe. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. So Orbit card, Virgo energy. The journey within. It has no limits. So the more we think the healing is done, the work is done, and I don't like to talk much about healing because from our tantric perspective, we are already perfect. We just forgot. And then we remember, and then we forget. And it's a dance. It's the Shiva and Shakti eternal dance, the dance of the soul. So, going back to this Hermit energy. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. It gets deeper and deeper. Each time, more and more beautiful journey. You never know what you're going to find when you look within. When you have no expectations. When you just allow yourself to know yourself, to accept yourself, to love yourself. And from this journey, you step out empowered, not to be better than others, but because you are closer and closer to who you really are. And when you take this journey, other people might notice you are taking it. So, the universe replies with opportunities, newness. But Ace of Coins, stuff you can see, you can taste, you can touch, material stuff that exists. It's abundance. It can be money in the bank, but it can also mean other things. I like to think as abundance as comfort, as being comfortable with having less or having more. Being so comfortable in having less as you are comfortable in having more, because you know and you trust the process. Especially abundance with the Ace of Coins is the ability to create money in the bank. Okay? I love this reading for you. Are you ready for the change? That's just the question. Are you ready to let go? Are you ready to share? Let's see. Compartilhar. Share. Probably not the best translation, because share would be for partilhar. Yeah, that's a nice question. The difference between partilhar and compartilhar. Well, it doesn't matter for you if you're not Portuguese. And also this is Portuguese from Brazil, so that might be the difference, but I will look up into that. You can fast forward because I always take my time until I find this. I am not good looking at index, just something that drives me crazy. Oh good, so this is the equivalent card in the Rider-Waite Tarot to the Queen of Wands. if you don't know how I work, I'm gonna translate this as I read from Portuguese. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Let me just think a bit. Okay. While you are walking, traveling up high, in direction to the fourth center, which means the heart, which is very interesting because this solar plexus, it's before the heart chakra. It's like it's actually the place where you are in your journey. You are here and you're walking to the fourth center. That's the heart chakra. So it's very interesting that, yeah, you cannot make these things up. So it happens with tarot readings. Everything adds up beautifully. Okay, while you are traveling, walking up high in direction to the fourth center, which is the heart, all your life transforms. See, transforms, that card, transformation, in a sharing of love. So the third center, which would be the solar plex chakra, created the abundance of love. And through meditation, the third center, it's here, meditation, Ajna chakra, you have become so overflowing with love, compassion, that you want to share it. And that happens in the fourth center, the heart. Okay. That is why in mundane life, people say that love comes from the heart. And for them, however, this is just something they say or hearsay. In fact, they don't even know because they never reach their own heart. But the meditator, the one that meditates, finally gets to the heart. As he gets to the essence or to the center of his being, the third center, it suddenly happens an explosion of love, of compassion, joy, ecstasy, and such a force that strikes the heart, opening the heart. The heart finds itself in the middle of all the 7 centers, so the 7 chakras. In Tantric we only have 5, that's the 5 elements, but anyways. So the heart finds itself exactly in the middle of all its 7 centers. 3 are below and 3 are above. So throat, third eye and crown. So you have reached exactly the middle. So this tells me, and I'm going to read the second part afterwards, this tells me that you are succeeding in harmonizing or balancing your solar plexus chakra. And you are entering the realms of the heart chakra, Anahata chakra, which is beautiful. Beautiful, guys. That's why I have the 2 of Cups. Yeah. It's going to say this very specific message that came out, just it will resonate just with a few of you. So if there was a love reading in this situation here, so you might find yourself conflicted with a love situation that you have manifested with the Magician, and you might feel conflicted. 5 of Wands, because the soulmate relationship that's appearing with this Queen of Coins, so Taurus, Virgos or Capricorn, or someone that just has a lot of earth in their chart, well, this person might be different than you would expect. Some aspect in this person that you were not counting on. Remember, Aquarius, that whatever you manifest, from using the source energy of the magician, because magician is source energy, is divine energy, divine inspired action. It's always pure. If it conflicts your ego, your status quo, your, I don't know, maybe it can be age difference, different ways people were brought up, like religious, spiritual differences, cultural differences, different countries, something different that you were not expecting. It might affect your ego, but not the ego that wants to expand and play and let the soul play, but the ego that wants to conform with the norm, with society, with the rules, with whatever family says. Well, if you don't take someone that the universe send you, the magician send you, with the Two of Cups, beautiful, pure, unconditional love energy, because of ego conflict, but ego in a more, I'm not going to say negative, but in a more closed and restricted sense, well, baby, it's your loss. Well, let's go back to, so that was a very specific message. That's why you have here the Ace of Coins, you know. So if this Ace of Coins for some of you is connected with this Queen of Coins, I'm not saying, yeah, Pentacles, more, such more elegant, beautiful words. Okay, if this, for some of you, this Ace of Pentacles is connected to the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the journey you have to cross. You stop being so defensive. For some of you, so arrogant, because, you know, Aquarius, you have it in your shadow. I talk a lot about the shadows of the zodiac signs, because I think we really, excuse me, we really have to know ourselves. So, for some of you, drop the arrogant act. We are all special, you know. There's no special people unless it includes all humanity. So we take this journey of the soul with the Hermit card, and then there's this opportunity. Continuing to, so this is a mini love reading inside of general personal development reading, and this will take you to this tower, to this idea of Six of Cups reverse, of what is like a soulmate. Maybe you need to reflect, and whatever you thought. Remember I said a while in the beginning of the reading, for you, whatever you think you are not. These two together. It's a change. It's fast. It's deep, emotional, but with the Knight of Swords, it's fast. And now I say, for this, for some of you that are resonating with this love reading, whatever you think unconditional love is, it is not. So you're being asked to reframe, because you have moved, or you are moving. But with this Oracle card, you already had the confirmation that for most of you, they are doing the work. You know, this, not everyone will resonate with my readings, I know. This is for people that are doing the work, want to do the work, and are in it for making themselves better for themselves and for others. They're in this journey of personal development. So, I think you can do this. You are moving from this ego, not in a bad way, because when ego is, when this chakra, this Manipura chakra is shining, there is so much sharing, which which is the card that you got. So much spontaneity. Good. So let's continue. So this card, the oracle card that we were reading, let's read the second part, is the equivalent to the Queen of Wands, fire. Okay, so the Queen of Fire is so rich, so regia, so queen. I think there's a word for this in English for sure. So royal, for example. That she can allow herself to offer gifts. It doesn't even occur to her, and this is no gender attached, okay? I'm seeing the queen, but you know, queens are always nurturing, they're always giving, and then kings are the masters. Okay, bear with me. She doesn't even have the idea, it doesn't even occur to make an inventory of all she has. Or leave something aside for the future, you know, rainy day. She gives her treasures without restrictions, receiving everyone without distinction, so they can participate from the abundance, the fertility, and the light that surrounds her. When you draw this card, this suggests that you two are in a situation that gives you the opportunity of sharing your love, your joy, and your laughter. By sharing them, you will discover that you will feel even more and more fulfilled. There is no need to go elsewhere or making any extraordinary effort. You discover that you are capable of enjoying sensuality without possessiveness or attachment, and then you can give birth or to a child or a new project with the same sensation of fulfilled creativity. I want to say this word plena, but I don't remember the word in English. Okay, but you know what you get what I mean. You're smart. So everything around this queen now seems to be fitting in. Enjoy that. Ground yourself in that. And allow that the abundance that is in you and around you overflow. Beautiful. Beautiful, Aquarius. So, lots of messages, some stuff very specific, other general. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you liked this reading. If so, you can click the like button. You can also share or subscribe, whatever it feels natural and nice to you. And I will see you again for the January readings. Looking forward to. Namaste. Thank you for your presence. I appreciate it.